everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my stream. Okay, problems are solved. Look. The Sims is here. Okay. Anyway, I got nervous. I was like, what if it doesn't work? Also, Kath, do I need to write down your brain cell again? I guess you did get it twice. So, greedy goose. Now you have 40 brain cells. Sure. Listen here, I've not had it for ages. Fine. Anyway, let's load the Sims, shall we? Anyway, what was I talking about? The spam I spawned. What? Oh my god. She's the hunter to my gatherer? Great. Thanks. Anyway. Why are my hands shaking? But oh, I had a reference image and now it's gone. That's questionable. Where did it go? Okay, it's still here. No one panic. Okay, now we wait for the game to load. I have very little patience, but we can make it work. Anyway, I hope you all had a great Thursday, or if it's morning for you, I hope you had a great yesterday. We saw cats today. It was a good time. We took silly pictures of them. It was great. Why is my phone's telling me to journal? I've never used the journal app. Anyway. Look. Meow. And then the cats were being cozy together. They were sharing a basket. Isn't that the cutest thing I've ever seen? They're like snuggling. Did they hiss when they first got into position? Yes. She was not happy at first, but it was cute once they settled. Anyway, all the cats hung out with us. One of them yawned at me. It was very cute. 10 out of 10. My camera roll to zoom in picture of Ona. Nice. Millions of streamers on Twitch, but you and your community are special. Thank you. Your messages are always so nice. Everyone else is like, here's some, I don't know. Every time Kath subscribes, she's just like, ass. And I'm like, okay. What? Do you want me to show it? Yeah. Look! Sweet boy! I love him. Can I scroll and find the one of them looking silly?
Don't show what you scroll.
Oh, no, no. That's so silly. Look at him! Please. Aww. I love him. And then we got kisses. Love him. Anyway, 10 out of 10. I love him so much. Okay. I'm gonna shower while I wait for my tea to cool down. Please behave. Yeah, why are you saying that? Okay. Let's go look at some lots, shall we? Okay, see, that is kind of the vibe we want in this building. So then, I'm sorry to this building, but it might have to be destroyed. But that's okay. I just want to check out the lots. I'm worried that this lot is too small, but I preferably would want like 3 apartments so that I have 2 neighbors. I don't know how I'm gonna fit that into it, but that's fine. Because the reference image is not that big of a building. So I'm gonna have to improvise a little, but we should be fine. I can improvise. Sort of. Oh god. My laptop has been struggling like a lot more than usual for the past week or so. And that's a little bit, you know, concerning. Because what's that about? But it's fine. Okay. I love this kind of roof situation with the walls like that. It's kind of fun. Anyway, I would say the lighting is fine here. But is the lot big enough? Because I think, like, it might be fine. Oh, is this the cinema? Oh, that could be fun. We can actually go. I was looking for this for ages once. I didn't realize it was in this part of the world. I thought it was somewhere else. Anyway, Heather, when I told you there was a cinema, I think it's this. So.
I've never seen that in my life.
See, it could also replace the library, but I would feel a bit bad. Also, this is also the front of the library lot. See, but this is like the best area for it. I just feel like it's too small. You know? It might not actually be that small, but it feels so small. I know that this house is big, but does it fit all my dreams? Bigger, you want garden also? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I feel like it needs to be 30 wide. So either 30 by 30 or 30 by 40. Or it needs to be 20 by 30, but that way. I don't know. I don't want it to be townhouses, I think. I'm trying not to make it townhouses. I would like everyone to have like a main entrance where everyone walks in together and then there's like a front desk and stuff. I just don't know how that's gonna work yet. But we'll figure it out. See, because this lot... Oh, that's big! Whoa. Okay, hold on. I want to look at it, but I am a little bit scared of how big that lot is. So maybe that's a bad idea. I don't know. Might be a little bit too big. Because 40 by 50 is like really large. I guess if we're building like 3 apartments, it's not the worst thing ever for it to be big, but it's very big. I don't know. I'm also thinking, realistically, I'm gonna have to do my apartment 2 floors, and then the other 2 apartments are gonna each have 1 floor. Because otherwise, it's never gonna work out. I don't think. Oh, this lot is also that way. I could build on this one. Because I really don't need it to be this ginormous. Is the lighting okay? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we can go to this lot, I think. If this one is 30 wide, that should be fine. That's like American brownstone. Let me look up what that is. I think I know what it is, but I'm just making sure. I guess so. It's like New York vibes. Except not townhouses. These all look like townhouse vibes. I want it to be like an apartment building. I just don't really know how to do that yet. I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out. And it's gonna be fine. New York carrying a cup of coffee in the autumn vibes. Okay, I do think this lot is too big. So we'll have to pick a different one. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Okay. I think that one's 30 by 20. And then it should be good. Or fall even. Oh, how American of you. We bought a new calendar, finally, now that it's the 1st of February and we've missed out on an entire month already. And it's like half... It's like half of the width of the other one. It looks so skinny. It looks nice though. That was too in sync. I didn't like that. What was the reason for that? Oh my. Anyway. 90 Day Fiance? When? Why do you want to go to the US? You hate Americans. Shh, don't tell them. Rude. See, this lot's nice. There's like some, I don't know, is this a train station? What is it meant to be? But it's something. I'm worried it's too small, but we can always adjust, so it's fine. Yeah, I think we should be good. Okay. I think what we should just do is start building. I also feel like I need to save as, possibly, because people are having problems with residential, like, the residential rentals being really broken and ruining saves. And I'm scared to lose this one. Save as. I can actually give it a name this time instead of being 2 million whatever. What do I call this? Alien babies. I don't know. Brick apartment building with 6 or 8 apartments in it, small enough that it fits on normal residential lot in between houses. It's single entrance with small foyer, mailboxes, shared laundry, and basement usually. If more than 6 apartment, but yeah, good idea. Yeah, people were sharing stuff about it in the Discord, and they were like, please, everything's going wrong, make sure that you save things, because like they would go back into their lot and their building would be gone. And it's like, what happened? Also, why does this lot have one singular palm tree? It's an empty lot, but it gets one tree just for fun. Anyway, I want laundry really bad, but I don't want to play with laundry. So there's my current problem. I like the idea of laundry. I like the aesthetic of laundry. I don't like the gameplay of laundry. So, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so general shape first, and then we can start thinking about if it's way too big or way too small or ugly. Because it could be all of those things. Okay, put this on top for like freeze purposes. I think this is fine. We'll just have to think about how this is gonna work. That's like the shape of it. Rooted your Dutch town as into rental units. I've been playing with them for a while, haven't any problems in my save. That's good. I guess it is possibly very much based on the amount of apartments you have. I'm thinking that 3 apartments should be fine, but you never know. I've put too much effort into this save now for something to happen to it. Put this back. Okay. It's also... I will keep this palm tree. It can stay. But we need to move this back a little. Making apartments that have neighbors in? Yes. Do you want to make me neighbors? Okay. Heather, you can make me neighbors. Does anyone else want to volunteer to make me neighbors? You can if you want to. Okay, I feel like the sizing is going to change as we're doing this, because the inside is gonna want different things from us, probably. But for now, I'm just doing whatever I want. Okay. Pull up my reference image again.
I need your password.
God's sake. If I just write it down for you, will you promise that you're not going to hack into any of my other social media accounts?
What's your email?
What?
Your email.
You can just use my username. It's just cattsical. It's easier.
Okay, don't you know
I'm not. Oh, I'm not. Don't worry. Also, this password I don't use for any Twitch related things anyway. So, it doesn't matter. Oh, I spelled it wrong. It's like passing secret messages. Perfect. Okay, enjoy. What? Oh. Can't believe this. Anyway. I looked at what stairs the reference had just to get an idea, and I don't remember them. So I don't think it was this, but oh well. I can be original, so it's fine. Part of me wants to keep it short walls because it's so much easier, but I want the building to look taller, so then I'm like, do I just put medium walls? But then I think, what wall height are the doors from the industrial loft kit? Yeah, they're normal wall height, so making it tall walls will ruin everything. Like, this is so nice, and I'm so excited to use it. Okay, well, we're gonna have to stick with short walls then. It's just gonna be a bit of a chunky looking building, but that's not bad. That's fine. Okay. I want this here. And then like this. I don't know. Is that fine? And then it needs to be brick. Don't know which one, but we can find one that's good. See, I like this one, but that looks so bad. It needs to be like less white. I have this problem every single time I do anything with brick because I don't think any of the brick actually looks that good. Like, that's fine. I made British looking townhouses for Brightchester and they're all occupied with recent university graduates. Packed the game with Princess, I haven't had any problems with my saves. It's so fun. I'm excited to play more with these lots because I love having neighbors. It's such good vibes. Look great in Windenburg. Make the world feel more like community. Great to look outside and see neighbors' children playing in the snow. Yeah! That's what I want. I want my little alien children to play with their neighbor children. Anyway, please give me nice neighbors. Can you give me neighbors with children so that my...
I was thinking 4. That's too many.
Yes.
3?
3 children. 2 at most. I'm not gonna have that many bedrooms. They're getting small apartments. I'm not putting any effort into the other ones. I'm only putting effort into the one Felix is gonna live in. The rest of them are getting like basic furniture and no decor. I'm sorry. Unless I have time and I feel like it, then they can have some stuff. I don't know how to, like... I don't know what I want. How is this different from this? What I really want is a black foundation with a white trim. But that does not seem to be an option. Oh, I guess this. Sorry. That's fine. I still think the building is too wide and needs to be taller, but you can't always win. It's fine. It would just look so much better that way. And then another option is just to make it skinnier. I guess I could do that. But I don't want to make it much skinnier than this. Because it will become impossible to do anything with. Oh, I'm in the basement. That's better, maybe? I don't know if we'll be able to keep it this small. I do think that looks better. Are these now the same width? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. That's a little bit too too samey, maybe. Then do I make this smaller? I don't know. Sure. It's got more of the shape that I want, but now it looks so skinny. It could have easily gone on the other lot. Oh well. It looks nice here. It's fine. I was like, we can't fish here, but we don't want to fish. This is the lot that we started on in the beginning, didn't we? And then I was like, oh, we can't fish. I gotta leave. I don't know. I think that was here. Okay. Why don't the stairs move with the rest of the apartment, please? How do these stairs differ from these stairs? They look the same. But I have that with a lot of the stairs. I think a lot of them are kind of the same. They don't look that different to me. I just want some plain stairs, to be honest. Okay. Now, what do I want this place to look like? Unsure. I have ideas for the inside. The outside, not so much. So, we just gotta improvise. I feel like we're gonna use probably San Myshuno? No. Moschino stuff windows. Also, that's clipping, but this is weird. So, I mean, it doesn't need to be weird. And it looks better. So, maybe we do it like this. I also think the stairs need to be more black, but I don't know if we have nice black stairs. Okay, that's better. Okay, fine. Now, what do we do with this place? I have such a vision for the inside. Normally I get really excited about doing the outside of the building, but now I'm like, I kind of want to like furnish the place and see if it's gonna work out. Ow. My nail. Okay. We need a front door. What kind? See, because this is not really front door vibes, but also it doesn't really matter because it's like an apartment building, so their front doors are already kind of meant to be weirder. I guess this also could work. I hate how this is like eating up my door, but fine. Okay, what I do need is move objects. Oh, I don't. Okay, well, maybe I need this trim to be a bit skinnier, because that looks a bit weird. That's fine, right? I don't know, that makes the building look a bit better maybe, and it will make the windows look better. We might change that door later, but it's not a big deal right now. I feel like I need to do the floor plan, but also I'm like, I kind of want the outside to look nice. So I don't want to just like abandon it and move to the inside and then have the windows not be nice. I love the idea of using this window, but the way it cuts off is kind of upsetting. But it's so cool. It's also dirty. Is there a non-dirty swatch? Okay, there is. But the round just does not look that good when it's like underneath something. So I feel like we're gonna have to just use these windows. But they're ginormous. Like that's possibly way too large. Okay, hold on. So I hate how close that is to the edges. These windows are just too big. I like the idea of the big windows, but they're just so large. And I don't know how to feel about them. They could be fun, but I don't know. Could also just do it like this. And then on top do this thing. Oh, these are large! Whoa, why are they bigger? I never noticed that. They're not the same. Are they the same as 3? But I'm never gonna fit that anywhere. Doesn't look that good anyway. Put it back. What happened to my window? Oh, I just purred down too far. Okay. It's weird. But fine, I guess. I don't know. Candles? Yankee candles? I don't think I've ever had one of these. Do we have them in the Netherlands? Probably not. Do we? I don't know. I can't imagine what they look like, which makes me think that we don't. Well, when you look up Yankee candles, it comes up with like Bowl and random websites that sell candles. So it's not like all over the place. These are not like commonly found here. They're like in little jars. How cute. Anyway, don't think we have these. You can't keep on building stuff like Yankee candles and talk about in foreign countries. That's why everyone hates us. Well, the thing is, people love it when American things come here, especially like, I don't know. I think the people who watch a lot of American YouTubers, when they see American things come over here, they're like, whoa, Taco Bell? This is amazing! Okay, I need to work on the floor plan before I get confused. I already don't know where to go with this. I want the stairs to... okay. We have to think about this. Okay, I think the top floor is gonna have to be split up between possibly our apartment and someone else's apartment. And then this is harder than I was expecting it to be. Like, how am I gonna do this? Weatherspoon sounds delightful. I wouldn't say Weatherspoons is delightful, but it's an experience. I wouldn't say it's delightful. Weatherspoons it's a good idea, yeah. It's a good idea. It's chaotic. She's convenient, exactly. I don't really know what else to say. Where do we put stairs up in here? Because I'm like, we want stairs. And then upstairs there's a hallway leading to the apartments. Anyway. Weatherspoons is fun, but there's always so much happening in there. It's like chaos every time. The nice grocery store? Oh, that's not Weatherspoons. Weatherspoons is like, I don't know. How would you, it's like a pub?
It's a chain.
Yeah. You can eat food there. You can drink there. You order all of it on your phone. That's the convenient part. It's very odd, though. It's always very chaotic in Weatherspoons. Spoons is a pub. Or a pub. Okay. Now. Let's see. How do I... Every single time I go live, I'm like, I wish I had lip balm. And I don't. And I keep saying I want to move some to the desk. And then I don't. All their food is microwaved. Yum! She's back. If you want access to American culture and American products, they don't want to pay the cost of that. The cost is that American stuff will flood your country and wash away your local culture. Yeah. That's the unfortunate part. People can never just enjoy it how it is here. But like, as a child, when you're watching all these YouTubers go to like, I don't know, what are clothing stores that don't exist here or didn't used to exist here? I don't know. Can't think of any. A lot of them were like only in Amsterdam or like were nowhere. And then it was like, how am I meant to buy all these clothes? How am I meant to fit in and be cool? Forever 21. Yeah, things like that. It's like everyone's always talking about how it's like the best thing they've ever had. And then you're just like, well, I'm left out. Okay, so options. We can do like this. And then, oh, but then this is really small. I feel a bit bad if there's like one studio apartment. I don't know. How I'm laying this out now, it really only fits about 2 apartments. Say Zara, but I'm not fashionable enough to want a Zara by me. We have Zara. We've got them in like big cities throughout the country. I hate Zara. No offense. I know that people have their reasons to not like Zara, but every single time in my life I've been in a Zara, it's been a mess. And I know that this is like, people say this about like Primark and stuff, like cheap places. But Zara, every single time I've gone in there, there's like, everything's on the floor, everything's like thrown over tables, nothing's in neat piles, I can't find anything. Nothing makes sense. It's too hot in there, always. I'm like, I don't get it. Why are we here? What is the fun? Okay. Thinking. What if this is one apartment? Oh, but how would you get from here to here? Okay. We're gonna steal some of this apartment. I don't know. How tall do stairs need to be in this place? I want to use like metal stairs. What are these? These look nice. I didn't know this pack came with its own stairs. I feel like it's gonna have to be these probably. That's fine. Is the layout of this a little bit odd? Yeah. I will admit it is strange, but it works, sort of. And then that can be our apartment, those 2 floors. This can be one apartment, and then that can be one apartment. Does it make sense? Not really. But it's working. That's all we really care about. Okay, this place desperately needs lights. Now that I've placed in, like, main walls, I feel a bit better about this. And then this can be, like, the common area. Whatever that means. In this. Haven't decided yet. Okay, now I need to make sure all of the apartments have their own stairs to get up to the, like, other part. Okay, hold on. I like the idea of there being, like, lofted areas, but this apartment is kind of too small to have a loft, I think. Well, this could be the loft. And then the down- but then where do you put the bathroom? Okay. Well, I think the layout of this is going to be a little bit more complicated than I had previously decided it would be. But I don't really care, so it's fine. Okay. Thinking. We're all good. They have to have 3 children. I'm not gonna have anywhere to keep them. Do you care that they don't have a place to live?
2 of them share a room, and the other ones are not sitting.
Well, okay. So ever since are in France, they didn't have my size in anything, like pretty average for an American. American sizing and European sizing is so different, it's weird. It doesn't make sense. Okay, well this is possibly going to be really expensive because I want to use this stuff. I feel like all of the industrial stuff is somewhat expensive, unfortunately, for my sim. Okay. It doesn't really look that much like a loft, but it technically is. Accidentally bought European-sized jeans once. Safe to say they did not fit. Well, yikes. I don't get why sizing has to be different everywhere. Because it's really unhelpful and it just gives people body issues. Like, that's just the truth. Anyway, how do we want to lay out our apartment? Because we want 2 bedrooms. This person, oh my god, where am I gonna put the children? Okay. Heather, I don't know where I'm gonna put your kids.
One of them can sleep with the parents.
But this is like really small. This apartment building, I'm gonna have to expand it because the sizing of it, it's like ridiculously small. Yeah, I didn't think about how small it was until now, and now I'm regretting my choices. Okay, we're gonna have to expand because it's too small. Okay, guys. Here we go. Okay. We're gonna have to go to wider again, even though I think wider looks ugly. Because I think that one tile might help us. Okay, put this over here. I'm gonna have to move over everything, but it's fine. I might need to add some kind of extension to the place, which is unfortunate. I just wanted it to look good. Why is that hard? Okay, put this here. Put this here. Put this here. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't have to be the prettiest building you've ever seen. So it's not that big of a deal. Okay, move this over this way. Move this over this way. That one's still in the same place, so it's fine. And this one doesn't have stairs yet because I don't know how to lay out. Okay, this one is going to be a single sim because it's not going to fit anything else than just like, I don't know, basic house things. Don't even know how I'm going to fit a bathroom in there. This is, I think it's still way too small. I'm not made for this apartment situation, but I don't want to add another floor on top of it because that sounds unnecessary. I feel like I just need to expand it. Just don't know how. Okay. thinking. There's no consistency in sizing. I have shirts that are smalls and shirts that are XXL. It's so stupid. I don't know. Why do we do this? Okay, can these stairs go like this? Of course they can't. I don't... That's weird. This can go like this. Well, I guess this will have to move over. Okay, well. Fine. Move this. Figuring out floor plans and stuff in this was... This is why I normally go into builds with like floor plan references in mind, because this is an impossible task. Like, I don't know where I'm going with this at all. At least it's getting bigger, so that's good. But it still doesn't feel like big enough. Like, this is big, sort of. But now Heather's whole plan with having so many kids is making this a little bit more difficult.
No, but they want to be crumbs. It's part of the vibe.
Okay, but I don't know if I have space for, like, a room with a double bed and then a room with kids. How cramped is too cramped?
The kids need a room.
Well, yeah, but is like a 3x4 room big enough for 2 kids? They can have a bunk bed.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry to these Sims. I'm not trying to give them a hard life, I promise. I'm not going into this build trying to, you know, accommodate the people who I'm not playing with. Okay, that's kids' rooms, that's parents' room, hallway, bathroom. This can be like kitchen, living, dining space. I'm also gonna have to take the light out of that wall because that's unhelpful. At least they'll have a spacious enough bathroom. That's helpful, right? Okay, these people just need a bathroom. And then the kitchen and stuff can be figured out. It's fine. Okay. That could be the bathroom, I guess. Don't know how we're gonna fit all of their stuff in here, but it's not really any of my business. I don't really care. It's a bad attitude to have as like a landlord, but none of my business. And then our apartment, which is the important one, doesn't even have stairs in it yet. Different shops of different sizing, also within shops, different clothes of different sizing. I hate that when you go to one place to buy like jeans, you can have 5 different jeans and all of them are different sizes, and it's like, I don't know what size I am anyway, but now I'm even more confused. I don't understand. Anyway, we have enough space. The fact that this rich man is moving into an apartment that's meant to be kind of luxurious and we're moving into this. Not the vibe, but it's fine. It needs to be functional, and that's what I care about. All we need is for it to work. If it works for us, then it's fine. I'm gonna have to get the grids on so that I actually know where I'm building, but I hate building with grids on. It's so annoying. Okay, well, I need the stairs. Where do they go up to? Not sure. My life would have been so much easier if I just built them a house. But I was like, no, I want to build them an apartment. I want to be cool and fancy. Part of me is like, do I scrap it and start over with a bigger building? But I'll regret that so much because I've been building for like 30 minutes. But it's so small. And I want them to have a nice house because we're so rich. And I want my little alien children to have separate rooms eventually. Because I feel bad if we're rich and we don't have, like, space for them. Okay, I'm thinking. Oh. Okay, I wanted this to work out. I don't think it is. Because I think it's too small. So I think what I realistically need to do is start over. What I don't want to do is start over. Okay. Thinking. Chili went to get a cardigan. I forgot I was supposed to be here. I do not have a cardigan, so I need to stand up again. Oh no. Live in leggings ordered off Amazon and Charlie's t-shirts. Fair. Heather lives in my t-shirts that I don't wear anymore now. Because you wear them all the time. All of the merch I've ever purchased, Heather is now robbed from me. And I've not worn it since. Okay. I'm thinking. How do we do this? Because I just don't think that our current building is big enough. But then what do we do to make it big enough? Because I think, realistically, we're gonna have to start over. I'm sorry. It's the truth. But what do we build instead? I think the best way to do it might just be to build, like, apartments that are basically connected by a hallway at the bottom, and then they all have 2 floors, so that they're kind of house-like, but also kind of apartment-like. I don't know. Because I feel like right now it's very much a puzzle, and it's too difficult. I don't really know what that's gonna look like is the thing. And I'm finding it hard. Fitting apartments into things is so difficult for no reason. Okay. 3 apartments. Floor plan. Just looking to see if I can find anything. See, they lay out things so much smarter than I ever would think to do. Like, I don't know how they think of this stuff. I need floor plans so badly to help me when I'm building anything, because I'm like, I can't imagine this. In my head, it's too hard. Okay. Thinking. I think what I might do is start over. Unfortunately, I think we might bulldoze and start from the beginning, but I think it's gonna be fine. Just need to figure out how to do this instead. Because there's some, like, cool references. I just don't really know how to make them apartments is the thing. Because I'm just looking at, like, old things. I don't know. Old things. Super vague. Super helpful. Okay, no, I think this should be fine. Okay. Let's go then. Do we still want to stay on this lot? I think so. I think this lot is not the problem. I think it's the build that was the problem. Now we just need to figure out how to make it better. Okay, well, at least I have it saved. So if we miss it, we can, you know, get it back. If this lot is too small, we're putting it over here. But that lot is so big, I don't want to commit to it yet. Spent 5 minutes looking for my glasses. I was wearing them. Did you not realize you could see really well? Or like... Are you good? Okay. See, that's better in size. Just going for obnoxiously big. Oh, bless you, Heather. No, I do that too. See, I don't wear glasses enough to be aware of anything. Okay. So needs a cup of tea and tucking into bed. Took them off for a second and didn't realize I put them back on. Oh. It happens, it's fine. Okay. So, now I feel like we're reaching possibly too big. But at least too big is not too small. Which I'll take. Also, I said I didn't want it to be a big box. I think it's gonna have to be a big box. Sorry. Because it's just gonna be better if it is. Okay. Why am I still worried that this is too small? Because it looks so big. But I'm like, it's not that big, is it? Because if I want apartments to be here, I want there to be 3 of them. That's not that big. Are we really gonna have to go to that really big lot that I don't want to look at? Because it's so large. I think we might have to. It's fine. We can put like a pool outside if we feel fancy. That's an option. I was like, we can finish this build today. I don't think we can. I've been here for an hour. Oh my. Okay. It's fine though. This is just the process of The Sims. This is not the first time I've had to restart a build. The first one is practice and how it goes faster. That's what we're hoping for. Desperately. Okay, give me this lot. I'm so sorry to these people. I'm gonna have to kick you out. Bye. We can live here. Let's go. At least we're having fun, right? Everyone's having a good time. That's what matters. Okay. Also, we're getting a stuff pack, right? We're getting a stuff pack and 2 kits before April? I don't know. I'm just thinking how, like, what other packs are still to come out from the timeline that we were given. I think it was stuff pack and 2 kits. Maybe the real industrial apartment building is the friends we made along the way. Yeah, you get it. Okay. Now, what's next? See, I have a few ideas. I hate most of them, but they're not all bad. I really should have gotten I should have gotten a clear reference, but I did have a clear reference and it didn't work out for me, which is the biggest problem right now. Okay, what if we use... I don't think it's big enough. I want large, but not big square. I would scroll through Pinterest with you, but I'm scared of what pops up on Pinterest, so I won't. I'm very sorry. Maybe I should just start building and then we'll see from there. It's just that it's not a house. Oh no, I clicked off of everything. I clicked back and it just like, it went all the way back. That's not what I wanted. Where is my Sims folder? There we go. Okay. Thinking. We have ideas. Okay. I think we should be able to figure out something. Still searching for ornamental hands? Excuse me? Anyway. Do Duolingo. Let's go! Okay. Now. What do we do here? Unsure. We improvise. Once again. Let's start with this. That's really small. But now that we're not on the same lot as before, I'm like, I have no concept of size anymore. And suddenly I really could not tell how big our previous builds were. So I don't know what's too big and what's too small. I'm thinking though that this is not big enough yet. Well, this isn't big enough, but sorry, this stream is just me thinking. I promise once we actually get to the building part, everything should be fine. It's just not working out that way. So it's taking a little bit longer than I wanted. Okay. So part of me is like, I could just build them a house. But building them a house is so boring. I've built so many houses in my lifetime. I want to build them apartments. That was kind of the whole point. Okay. So, now what? Okay, here. And then this box is 7 wide? I can't actually tell. That looks symmetrical. I don't know. It's also annoying because I can't have Pinterest and OBS open at the same time. I should really get my iPad instead, shouldn't I? Can you hand me my iPad? It's in the side of the bed. Should be anyway. Thanks. Ugh. Okay. Now I can show you stuff. And I can look at everything at the same time. Anyway, what's everyone up to in life right now? Anyone doing anything interesting recently? I have to go back to school on Monday. I was meant to go back last Monday. Didn't work. So, that was unfortunate. Do I have Pinterest? Yes. I was gonna say. Okay. So. Okay, do you want me to show you the reference images I've saved so far? That I've been, oh my god. Having a braid inside my skull currently, against my will, no less. Oh god. You're making it sound really scary to be alive. How is it that I can't find the image I've been using as a reference this whole time? I don't understand. Anyway. So we have a few ideas. Okay, this kind of looks like the first thing we were basing it off of. This was what the first thing I built was, sort of. Oh, just click the home button. I am so bad at using this thing. I'm having a breakdown. That was the idea of the first one, but that was way too small. So we're gonna have to rethink it. But then, what does it become instead? Because there's loads of options. Because we could go like fully industrial and like have a whole factory. Oh my god, what is this? Someone built this in The Sims? What even is that? People build such cool things, but I'm like, I didn't want to build townhouses, so that's not really what I want. So I'm struggling with this. I think the best thing to do is just go for like old factory vibes. But old factory architecture. There we go. And then we get something that kind of looks like this. You know, but that's just a big box. So I need to find a way to have a more interesting shape. I like the idea of this though. What if maybe I'll use this kind of. Okay. Kind of like that. But I'm gonna try and make it not as square. Thoughts? I don't know if you can even really see what I'm doing, but we're just gonna try. I got so far with the other one before I gave up, and I'm kind of upset that I gave up, but it's fine. Sometimes you have to. Okay. Get rid of this. I need to figure out how big I need this to be. So if I want the 3 apartments to be next to each other, how big does each one need to be, realistically? I'm guessing... What? Yeah. How else am I gonna get them? I know. They better be nice. Well, I guess I need 2. If I'm making the apartments bigger. I was gonna just put in some random Sims, but if you want to make more, you can make more.
We're doing single.
Well, I don't know yet, because now I'm gonna build way bigger apartments than I was previously planning on doing. So, I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay. Let's think about this. This is really large. That's all I can say. Like this. At least we'll have space to put a loft if everyone's got 3 whole floors. Oh, but then this might be too big. Because they've got 3 whole floors. Okay. Go back. It can be a little bit smaller. I still need to furnish the thing. Let's be realistic here. It really doesn't need to be so big. Okay. Because we have this 3 times as the full size, so I think this is enough. Realistically, we really don't need any more than this. Okay, put this here. And then anything around it can be for vibes. But this can be like main shell size-wise. That's still ginormous. But I'd rather have it be too big than too small right now. Because at least with it being big, we can just have like some more hallway or something. Okay, it's gonna be very townhouse-like, so I'm trying to think about how to make it not be a townhouse with how I'm doing the outside and like the downstairs and stuff. Okay. How big is this? We can put like a desk here. Okay, wait. Okay, I have an idea. What if all of the front doors are on the second floor? Caffeine bath, let's go! Everyone is always so clean while I stream. Cath soup. Oh. Great.
Can the other family have kids?
Yeah.
I have Law now.
They've got so much space. You've got lore? Oh my. Can't wait to find out what it is.
It's not exciting.
Well, still. It'll be fun. Okay. Sure. What is it about the stream that makes us want to clean ourselves? Yeah, what is it about my stream that makes you want to clean yourself? That's a good point. Do you feel gross when you're here? If so, why? Okay. Okay, wait. I have an idea. I'm having thoughts. Oh my god, please. Like this, and then like that. The fact that you can shift click and then it also copies a room is so nice. It makes my life so much easier. Okay. Sure. That's fine. Honestly, I need that on all corners of the apartment, probably. Shift. Shift. My defense of always bathed at this time. Fair. I guess that's a valid reason. Okay. There we go. Sure. This isn't the worst. It's definitely a square. Well, it's a rectangle, but, you know. It could be uglier. That's fine. Okay, well, I think we need half walls on here. This might be too short, to be honest. Oh, that's really weird. We have, like, some different half-wall trims, but they're not giving top of a building. Oh, well, that could. It's kind of, like, interesting. Maybe? I can't tell if this is really strange or if it's nice. Okay, put this away. It's definitely really big, but I think that's okay. I want the walls to be taller, but I don't think it's gonna work for what I'm doing. I also like this idea, but again, I don't think that's possible. Let's go! Proud of you. Because we could... Okay, wait, we had this one before. Which one is the actual black color? Because there's like... One of them is like a grayish black. Like this. Wow! The back. I could do with adding this in at the back as well, because it looks a bit weird right now. And then... We need this here. Okay. I think what I need to do is color it in. What was the brick that we had before? Because it was honestly quite nice. I think it was this one? See, I feel like those columns need to be different color. Just don't know which color. I don't know. Let me know. I'm making men not sure how to act. Was the other family only girls? Well, that's good, because we already have an all-man household. So it's good to have some feminine energy in the building. You know what? While it's really square, I'm not super upset about it. That might still we might still be, you know, in the process of hating it. It might still come later. But so far, not the worst thing I've ever seen, you know? Okay. Let's place this on the back too. I don't know if the side needs it. Probably not. But we can decide that later. It's not that important right now. Okay. This is fine. It's really big, which is, you know, I'm really gonna enjoy furnishing this place. But I already said that I might leave it, or like parts of it. I don't know. I've got time. Let's go. I think the most important part for me is to just do the shell, and then the rest of it can wait. Is 10 p.m. a good time to go to sleep as an adult? Yes. I wish I went to bed that early sometimes, just because I'm so tired all the time. I think after England, my sleep has not recovered. I'm not getting enough sleep ever, and I'm so exhausted all the time. And in the evening, I'm like, I get all anxious because I'm just tired, but I'm not like sleepy. My body's just like tired. So I'm just thriving, really. Okay. There we go. This is fine. So tired to go to sleep now. 7:30 p.m. Yeah. Valid. I just want to sleep always. I just want to sleep all the time. Because why not? It's so cozy. I love being in bed. And tomorrow I've got no responsibilities, which means if I wanted to, I could rot in bed. Which is really exciting! Work tomorrow, and if I'm too tired there, I get sassy. Customers don't like sassy me. Oh no. Okay, hold on. I'm putting the reference away because it's blocking off important parts of my Sims game. Did we pick a front door? I think so. We picked the high school years one. Where is she? I think this is a nice door. She looks cool. Okay. We want Moschino stuff. I don't understand why this pack exists, but it's honestly pretty nice if you don't look at the clothes. The clothes in the Moschino stuff are actually really upsetting. I don't know, for the people who don't have it, you're not missing out. The clothes are so horrible. But I do enjoy the camera feature, and the windows. I don't know if I really use any other build items from this pack, but the windows are nice. Okay, see the windows at the front of the building. I think these columns need to be a different color. I just don't know what. In my head they need to be black, but like, I don't know how to do that. Also, do I put one of these here and then put the door on this side? Because that looks better. But now it's not centered with the stairs. And that's actually really upsetting. Okay. Now, colors. Black. Is this just like a black wall? Oh, I don't know if that's... No. don't know about that. Now it looks weird. But I don't like the brick, so it needs to be broken up somehow. What with? Heather, do you have any ideas? What to do with this section? The part that's currently black. Do you hate it?
No.
Only thing with the clothes, I go into the masculine section, grab the Doc Martens and put them on feminine framed Sims when I need clunky boots. They have like those type of boots only for masculine Sims. Cause I didn't even know they had those. Add metal columns. Maybe.
Maybe make them more black. I think they don't match.
They don't go any darker though.
That's the darkness.
Yeah, The Sims is really bad at their black wall swatches.
That's not the point.
I know, it's ugly. It should be darker than this, but it doesn't go any darker. This is the darkest they have, but that is not the right wall. Why is this the only true black? And it's like, it looks like a roof. Or this, that's a horse.
No, go into the gallery.
Yeah,
My second family.
yeah. You already finished them. It's called male privilege. Ugh. Can't believe this. Not in The Sims 2. God. So there's also this. It's also black, but it's not the vibe. I think we're just gonna have to do brick and see if columns help it.
Maybe wood?
But I looked at all the black swatches. There's no, like, darker black swatches. And that's the flaw of it all, is it not being black enough. Okay, but now it looks like everything's blurring together, so that's definitely not good. The only worry I have with this is, like, I love the metal columns, but, like, if I stretch them out... Okay, see, that's fine. The problem is, if I do that, it's going to be really annoying to play in, because you can see the column. But I don't think they'll stack right. We can try. Because normally, columns like this don't stack right. Oh, that's fine! Okay, never mind. Don't panic, anyone. Everybody, I think we're good. And this column is also cheap, which doesn't really make a difference. Oh, can I... Never mind, it doesn't rotate. I can't have it looking like this. Now, why is it doing this?
Is it the fence?
No, because I don't think it will rotate on this either. I liked the idea of the metal columns. Now I'm sad. Okay, different black columns then.
You okay?
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that.
It's in different ways though.
I know.
So you must be able to get it to face that way somehow.
Well, I think it's just by the like way the wall corner is. Is that fine? They're kind of industrial looking. Maybe. Oops. Is this okay? I think that's okay.
I think the white doesn't match.
I know, but we can change that still. That's not what we're looking at right now. Okay. I think that's good. Okay, thank you. We're working towards a beautiful end goal, okay? It will all be worth it. In the end. Hopefully. Crossing my fingers, really. I know that there's still a third floor, but we can do this floor all in one go. Oh, that's wrong. Like this. Like this. Okay. Doing amazing. We're almost there. Then we can change the white to black, see if that looks better. Oh, dang it. The very last column and I place it wrong. Okay. There we go. I don't see, but I don't know if the white's gonna be... If I change it to black, I don't know if it's gonna look better or worse. I also... Is that like the darkest black we have? We have multiple swatches. Oh, this is like a wood and this is like a stone. I think. See, but this one's so thick. It's gonna cover the windows. Or is that not a problem? Well, it's definitely not a problem at the top of the building. I guess it doesn't really matter because the windows are also black. Okay, maybe that's fine. I think this is okay.
On the ground.
Well, yeah. Hold on. You're very impatient, you. Okay. There we go. We're getting somewhere. There we go. Black building. It's all good. Okay. I don't know, should this be stone or should it be wood? Because my brain always says, well, it's raised, so it should be wood, but I'm like, would it not rot? I don't know. The wood looks nice, though. I'm okay.
It's stone styles.
True. I guess that's nice. That's from Dine Out. I've never used that before, so I'll do that. You know what? I thought this lot was gonna be way too big. Is it a little? Maybe. But we can work with this. I also don't know if it's centered. Which is really hard to tell. What if, hold on, I can do this. I put this wall, and then I duplicate it to the other side. Oh, we're off by like one tile. Okay. See, because it being perfectly centered will make this build immediately better. Perfect. Aircon looking things on the roof, I will. See, now it's centered. 2 spaces over there, 2 spaces over there. Perfect. Okay. I'm happy about this. This is good. I'm feeling good. I like it. Okay. What I kind of want to do is just add that little palm tree that was in the corner. Just because it was funny. It was on the other lot, but I kind of liked it there. That can be our only landscaping until we actually figure out what we want to do about the landscaping. I kind of want to start with the inside before we worry about anything else. I know she needs bushes. But she also does not have anything inside of it. And that is currently my main concern.
My family's on the gallery.
Well, okay, but I'll have to go online and stuff. Okay, let me save.
Yeah, I'll go offline.
Thanks. Anyway, that took us 20 minutes and I like the outside and I think the inside should be more doable with this one. Also, I think it took us about 30 minutes, so it's not actually true. Okay, will you tell us the lore? No description given. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, we have Rosa Walsh, Joanne Wiseman, Pippa Wiseman, Sasha Wiseman, Rosie Walsh. Tell me about them. And then we have... Oh, were they like... Because here's the rest of the Walsh family. Delilah Crawls! Rose and Rosie are twins. Rosa and Rosie. Oh, I see. I can't read. Easy. Stop, it was random, I can't. Of course. That's what they all say. Anyway. Here's the father of them. Why? I don't know why, but the way you said that sounds so mysterious. It's not Craig is their father, it's the father of them. For some reason that makes it sound mysterious. Not the trees, I clicked on the wrong thing. Just wanted to click off of it. Okay. Okay. And now... Sure. Okay. And then I don't think this trim needs to be this large on the inside. I'm gonna be honest. Just a small trim will do. Even this one. There we go. I could just delete that trim, but it's easier to just cover it like that. So Shay and Craig were married and had kids, but they realized they're both gay. Nice. Okay. Front doors. It is a bit strange to have this many floors, I feel, but... And like have the ground floor not be the entrance floor, but it makes more sense this way for how I want it. So, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay. Okay, wait, I can't do that, can I? Because now that doesn't make any sense. Okay. Never mind. I'm gonna have to think about this. I might have to only do the open section here. I want to do a laundry room, but I also am like, I don't want to deal with laundry, so I don't want to have a laundry room. Because a laundry room's gonna cause me pain that I don't want to have. Okay. Okay, thinking. Oh, but that's like right next to the door. Wait, I should flip it the other way. Because that's weird. Ah! Oh my god, the way stairs move in The Sims is so annoying. They don't want to move the way they should be moved. Okay, like this is fine. And then add a trim. Okay. And then this. That's fine. Do I want to have a laundry room? Not really. But it will look so fun. I'll have a fun time decorating. I don't think it's necessary. But it will be so fun. Do I want tiny living doors? They look like apartment doors, but they also have windows in them. And the windows make me feel like they shouldn't be apartment doors. Because you can look straight into it. Not that Sims care about privacy, but maybe they should. There's also this. Again with the things, but it looks like it has a lock on it, so that's a good start. Thinking. Also, this door is so beautiful, and so is this one. So I am very excited. But now they're free. Good. What are we thinking front door wise. There's also these doors, but they're not very industrial looking. Then there's like the high school pack doors, but they're giving classroom. You know what? It doesn't actually matter that much. What if I just put the doors in and then we can think about it later? Wouldn't that be a great idea? Taking a door from industrial loft's more of an arch than a door. Students can't open and close it. Well, yeah, but it's very cool. It would be cool if they could close it. Also, there is, I'm thinking of an archway, but I don't know what it is from. It might be from a pack we don't have anymore. It's like, it like folds open, but it's like an archway. I don't know what pack it's from, but I don't know. It's like this, but instead of the doors like folding, they're like scrunched up to the side. Oh. Well, if it's in the marriage pack, then we no longer own that one. Anyway. This is a good replacement for that. It would be cool if they had one with this, where the doors actually opened, but I think aesthetics-wise it's fine. This is nice into, like, an office, though. Okay. What kind of floors would you have in an apartment like this? Because part of me says, well, it would just be, like, concrete. But that's so boring. Like, concrete and white walls. It's so plain. Like, this is nicer concrete than the, like, the plain one. But, do we want black concrete? I don't know. Thank you for the lurk. Welcome in. There's also this. So this concrete comes in black. I don't know. Maybe not concrete for the babies. Well... Oh, it's really dark in here with the black floors. Also, do we put like white walls or give them some wood? We can give them wood. They deserve nice wood floors. How nice. There's no longer in the bath and there are 3 kittens on the bed. Oh my god. You're winning in life. Really. Okay, the question is, what kind of wood color do we want? I kind of like the idea of like a, maybe like a grayish brown, because I never use that, but not gray. So I don't know if we have the color that I'm imagining. Maybe kind of like that. I don't know. I can't decide. I guess it doesn't really matter and we can always change it. I've not used the eco lifestyle floors in a while. Oh, oops. And then I do think that we need white walls, which is really boring and plain. But everyone can paint their walls. It's more just for like the public areas are probably gonna be like this or brick. Well, the lighting here is a bit strange. I didn't really think about that. Hold on. First of all, these lights. A lot of them are floating in space right now because there is no ceiling for them to be attached to. Like, where are these lights hanging from? Literally nowhere. But I'm worried it's gonna be too dark if I remove them. And these lights need to be over here. Okay, we're gonna have to get some, like, standing lamps. Because I don't think... Oh, this is fine. This isn't too dark. Okay, never mind. Now what? How do we lay out this monstrosity of a building? It's so big. And this part is just like a big open space. Oh, this is so hard. Part of me is like, I should just go back outside and do the landscaping. 'Cause that's easy. What if I add some bushes? Just because I can. Heather did say we needed bushes, and I do agree. Like, it's kind of sad out here. Like this. Beautiful. That's a start. We need a fence around this. I don't know if it will let us place a fence there, but we can place it on the ground and then move it over. We won't be able to put a half wall, which is what I really wanted, but it's fine. If I do this, that's fine.
Desert looks kit. It's a desert looks kit.
Oh, that's it.
You don't got that one?
We don't have the Desert Lux kit. And that one was free, so that's even worse. Wait, I do like how this building looks. I do think it's cool. So that's a win. I do have a feeling that it might be better if we turn this into a laundry room, just so that I have something to do, or like at least close it off as a room, because otherwise this becomes like one big skinny area, and that's just too hard. Okay. Oh, hold on. Do they have a shared garden? I guess so, yeah. Oh, all my walls! No! Okay, put it back. Maybe if I do this, will it get rid of my walls? Why? Okay. I hate The Sims sometimes. Isn't it obvious that I'm not trying to get rid of my walls here? Like, please. Okay. Maybe if I do it like this, it's fine. Nope. Okay. I will put the wall myself, it's fine. It's just annoying, that's all. And then this back. Okay. Oh, I need to sneeze. But it's not coming. Do the mailboxes go up here? No, because that's for, you know, the post people. That would be extremely annoying. I don't think that's a good idea. Make it look like extra apartments, just put platforms up as high as they go or something. This would be like 5,000 euros to rent per month. Yeah, I don't know how much the rent's gonna be, but our sim does make like 2k a day, so I'm not too worried about it. And I'm willing to cheat to be able to get in. I think it would be easier for us to have our mailboxes up here, just because our front door is here. So I might do that. I don't know what else to do with all of this space, because we've got so much space up here. Okay, wait, if I put the walls down, what is like the best place for the mailboxes to go? I guess here. This is how we'll be looking at the build most of the time. Except it will have like stuff in it. See, I like the look of this a lot more than the look of this, but realistically there's only 3 apartments, so we really don't need more than this. Postman isn't gonna climb stairs. Yeah, but in The Sims they don't really care anyway. These would be outside, but I don't want my Sims to have to go outside. Because that's sad. You'd have your mailboxes inside if you live in an apartment building like this. And Sims post people don't come into the house anyway. Right next to the door. Like right here. I guess. I hate this one because it looks like it's meant to be outside. Like, I feel like this one is more acceptable inside. But like, we just don't need this many. There's only 3 people that live here. Oh, the other swatches are all ugly. Okay, keep the white one then. See, but this one's got a black swatch. Should I just get this one because it looks better? Can you cover his tail? Maybe? I don't like how you worded that. But I'm worried it won't be functional if I put something over his tail. So I think we're gonna have to keep it like this. Okay. Door into laundry room. I don't know if we'll actually make it a laundry room, but it will be some kind of public space. Probably. It could even just be like glass door. And then look, now that we're furnishing it, it's gonna come together and it's gonna be fine. Front. I wanna whoa! I love the little decor pieces. This is so fun. Wait, I want the front desk. Apartment gym. True. Could put a gym in there. This place would have a gym. Because it's so fancy. Kind of fun. You know what? This swatch will work. And then like this. Ta-da! This is fine. There we go. And then we need a desk chair. Let's see. That's fine. I really don't care what the chair looks like. Doesn't really matter. And it needs a computer. But will Sims start messing with this computer if I put a computer there? I don't want that. Hello, how are you? Welcome in. Sign. Whoa, look at this. These are kind of fun. No one stopped me and I spent 80 euros? Why? What happened? What did you spend the money on? Where did it go? I love your sweater. Thank you. I like this sweater. We could put this to be fancy. I don't know. This is not the vibe, I think. But this looks kind of cool. Treats for myself, so clothes. Nice. I don't buy clothes very often because I'm really, really picky with clothing. Me with yarn the other day. You suddenly became a crochet girly and now you are unstoppable. You have Conan Gray vibes? Oh my god. That's so nice. I will never not be upset about this. I was meant to see Conan Gray live. And then the concert was like, I don't know, 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks? Right after COVID lockdown started. so it got cancelled. So I never got to see him in concert. And it was quite sad. And now he's a lot more well known, so I bet if I went to try and get tickets now, it would be like absolutely impossible. Like there would be no way I'd get tickets, which is very sad. Anyone good at advice? Oh, is this about the 1975 concert? See, in my opinion, it's not worth it. Why do you like when you're holding an acoustic guitar? I'm just sat with my knees up. I do get what you mean though, because it does look like that. You're right. Anyway, in my opinion, but this is also because you gave the offer of like we should sell the tickets and then use the money to buy tickets for a different concert, and I was like, well, I'm not the biggest 1975 fan, so in that case, I'd rather go to a concert that we'll both enjoy. So, really want to come, but it's so expensive to come for a couple of days and you've examined everything. Yeah. The exams are a problem because Heather has to graduate. She has no choice. I want this somewhere, I just don't know where to put it yet. Because it doesn't fit here. I have to be serious that at my last exam and I need to graduate. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to mess around with it and then have to like stress about resits when you're also doing a thesis and stuff. I love this plant. It's so good. Sat at home studying while 1975 is in my city. I know. It's gonna be hard. But it's not just that it's the concert being the right before the exam, as in like what if you don't study, but it's also like the time. It's gonna be chaos. You're gonna be tired. Is your exam in the morning?
No.
So long. No. Can you guess where I'm from my name? I'm bad at guessing. Turkey? Heather made a guess. Let's find out. Is she correct? Let's go. Okay. Heather, you're so good at this. What else needs to be in like the front area of this building? We've already built like an entryway of an apartment building before and it took like 17 years. So. Whoopsie. Wow. I like the idea of using this, but this is just really busy. It feels too detailed. I usually use the base game one. But this one feels like kind of ugly. So, I don't know. Should we make it look like a castle on the inside? No. See, this just doesn't make any sense. I just want the backdrop to be, like, not boring. But I don't know how to do that yet. I can't decide. Best thing for you, Heather, is to sell the ticket, to be honest. Even it's like, the next story is a fun story and trying to make myself look like I missed our concert in Finland. My mom had to call me 5 times during the day because I kept crying about it. I think you'll be okay. I don't think you're as attached to the ticket as that. Because you've been bringing up so often that I'm like, I feel like in your mind you've already sold them. And they were really expensive. What exactly are you doing right now? We're building a apartment building for Sims that I have made and been playing with. And then we'll also be adding in some other Sims. But I've been playing with a scientist who had 2 alien children, and the house I had before this was not made to fit that many Sims. Looks like a beauty salon. I get that. That makes sense, yeah. I want it to be more interesting, I just don't really know how to. I love that wall. It's really nice. But now the sign is like invisible. And the white is just not the vibe. Worth to skip this time. No, both burning the candle at both ends and something so important and time restricted. They'll be back to play a gig in the future. I dreamed since like 2017 and this is the first time I got tickets and stress. She's stressing. Because then they come to Finland, you come here. When will you convince yourself to go to Finland? Then they could go together and FaceTime me while I study. But I don't want to go. Why am I going when I don't want to go? Is this basically the same? No, this one's better. They look similar. This one's like metal lines in between. This is what like the, you know? Okay, this is, you know, in schools, I don't know if this happens in everywhere, but my school has this. But you know when they have like classrooms that are separated by like wall pieces that like hang from the ceiling, kind of? And they look like this, and they can like move them all aside? Because that's what this looks like to me. Anyway, I like the wood paneling more. Maybe it's better you don't see me like that. Post-concert depression. You won't be able to focus on your exam if you're crying about the 1975. You're just in your exam like, When we saw Dodie the next day, we were like, nothing will ever be happy again. We will never feel this happiness again. Oh my god. See? It would be chaos. I've placed exactly 3 items in like the past 20 minutes. Send help. I don't know what to put in here. That's the problem. If I knew where I was going with this, it would be going a lot better than it is right now. Okay. Thinking. Okay, this goes here. Same goes for this side. That can be a gym, I guess. This, it's gonna have like tables or seats or something. I don't know, haven't decided. Can they walk through here? I don't know how much space they need. Heather, it sounds like you already know you should sell the ticket and you're either looking to confirm a decision you've already made or you're looking for permission to go to the concert when you know it's a mistake. Drama. I think you're right. The little face! I love that you've stopped using emojis and you've gone back to using, like, either the, like, with the 3 or with the... It's so funny. Depending on the mood you're in. Depending on the kind of silly you're feeling. It makes me laugh. Luke, I genuinely think that you're the smartest person I've ever come across. I mean, you just know everything. We would never get a Redaxel without you. What is in, like, a lounge area like this? I don't know. I want eco lifestyle bookshelf. Oh, I think it's just a normal shelf. It might not be a bookshelf. But I swear it's a bookshelf. Is it not? I guess not. I don't understand. I guess it's just a shelf then. Which things have like industrial style things in them? Industrial loft kit. And then eco lifestyle. We've got so many expansion packs since I started streaming. I started streaming probably around Snowy Escape release? I don't know if I was streaming at Eco Lifestyle release. I can't decide. Maybe? Definitely not university. Because I don't remember the hype around that pack. So therefore I feel like I definitely wasn't a streamer then. But I don't know about Eco Lifestyle because I remember being excited for it. Okay, definitely using this bed, but that's not going in this area. Okay. Okay, well I guess it is just a shelf.
How do you know your eyebrow?
Why? Oh, are you selling the tickets?
I clicked automatically fill and then I realized it's my uni's bank account.
What are you doing?
I'm just noticing.
Okay.
Just testing the waters.
Your IBAN will be in your banking app.
I don't have my banking app. I'm not taught.
Heather blocked her card, by the way. She tried to log into her banking app and blocked her card.
And I failed to unblock it.
And then failed to unblock it. So she had to request a new PIN code. And then she went to the machine to unblock it. And she failed to do it correctly. So now we have to go back again to unblock the card. Useless. Anyway, if you've ever questioned if Heather is a functional part of society, this is your proof that she is not. Heather does not know what she's doing, apparently. They did make it confusing to how to unblock it, to be fair, but still. Should we put this up here? That looks kind of cool. I can replace this light. That's kind of fun. I don't know, I never used like lights that hang down. Oh, it's kind of covering the sign though. But actually I don't care, because it looks cool. I could size down the light, but meh. TwitchCon also coincides with bachelor thesis hand date. Yeah, but Heather, here's the thing. Realistically, you shouldn't be waiting until the very last day to hand in your thesis anyway.
Yeah.
And you're also starting it like a month early compared to everyone else. Because you've already got sorted what you want to do and stuff. So I don't think that will be as big of an issue. And also, I don't know what I was gonna say. I failed my project. Did I share this already? I don't remember if I did. But on Sunday night after my stream, I got an email and they were like, haha, we checked your things, your grades are up. And I was like, oh my god. I look at the thing and they're like, you failed. On what? I didn't explain why my research was valid enough. It was like too short, I guess. I don't know. She was like, you should have explained this better. Okay. I tried. And then the other thing, I didn't mention the name or like the role of the person who I interviewed. And then my discussion wasn't worked out well enough. But the discussion is like me sharing my knowledge with other people and them talking to me again. I need to work that out more. That's why I failed. And I'm so frustrated because now I have to hand it in again. And I was so excited to just like be able to leave it for a bit and not think about it and like move on and find new projects. And now I have to work on it again. I'm just so over it. And she worded the feedback so like not in a nice way that it really demotivated me to keep going. So I'm in a bad mood about it. So good stuff. Obviously, I'm really happy about this. It's just so lovely when things don't quite work out. I was so close. Okay. Oh, those bushes are slightly in the building. I should have known that that was gonna happen. Anyway. What the fun things you can do with the money? True. Should I actually kick sell? You can do it, Heather. We'll all be so proud.
I have to put a description, a sale date.
Description?
200 character description.
Does it have to be 200 characters? you not put the concert description, copy and paste it off of Ticketmaster? Whatever. At least it will be in high demand, so we'll definitely be able to sell them.
I can't even find it on the website.
Oh. Well, never mind. I just feel like they added a second tour date, didn't they? So then it must be in high demand.
It is, surely.
And that means, can you choose the price you sell it for, or does it only sell for? You can even make it higher if you wanted, but that's really unnecessary. You shouldn't do that. You don't need to make money off of this. That feels wrong. Just sell them for normal price. It'll be nice to have the money back either way. I could put this in this corner. Anyway. Heather nearly got scammed once. Not really, she didn't actually get scammed, she just talked to these people. For, was it NoahCon tickets? Heather was messaging people on Twitter and she sent me a screenshot. She was like, do you think this is real? I was like, well, maybe, but if they say to pay with family and friends, it's definitely not real. And then, she sent me a screenshot immediately of them going, can you make sure you send the money as family and friends? And I was like, there you go. There you have it. They're not gonna give you anything, because you can't refund those. There we go. You're gonna get in trouble, because now you're not protected. So, don't do that. They were also asking for more money than the tickets were worth, which is unnecessary. American Eagle would absolutely sell those tickets for more than you paid for them. True. But I feel so mean selling the tickets for more than their actual thing, because you didn't do anything except hold on to them. €6 to advertise them for sale. Well, add the €6 to the price so that you don't lose any money. I don't know. It's the American way. Yes.
What if I'm able to swap them to a different day?
That's not how tickets work. It's not a plane ticket. You can't swap a concert ticket.
What if I find a nice...
What if I find a nice girl to give them to? Who? You can do it, Heather. We all believe. Me. Where do I put this? Okay, maybe it doesn't belong down here.
I'm still doing that room.
Yes! I am still doing this room. I don't know how to lay it out. I don't know what to put in here. It's too hard.
It's for gameplay. It doesn't matter.
I know. I know it doesn't matter. This is not meant to be like the most beautiful build I've ever made. So everything is fine and it doesn't actually make a difference in my life. But to me, it's important that it looks good. Do you get now why my speed builds are sped up? When this is how I build.
Okay.
Okay. Ask your question.
Can I sell it on Ticket Swap?
What's the difference?
I don't know.
Okay.
But, like, on the website itself, I can't figure out how to find tickets. So, like, what if other people can't find them?
I think it just means they go back into the... Like, other people get notified. Google it, maybe. I thought you could, like, subscribe to keep me updated if tickets get released. So people would get notified then, if you posted your tickets, right? Does anyone have experience with this so that they can tell me if I'm talking absolute nonsense or not? I need to know if what I'm saying is correct, or if I'm talking out of my ass. Does this make sense? I don't know. Oh, that's a nice color. Does not match with anything else, but it does look good. You know what? This doesn't have to be so fancy. I don't know why I care so much. I've not even gotten to our Sims apartment. Okay. Maybe I should start doing the apartments. Which apartment should be ours? I think not the middle one, because that one's gonna have like no windows. I just realized that they're gonna have no windows. They might need to have windows from like here into this part of the building, because no windows for them. So
it's telling me it's only available in the UK, but the website's not now, so it should be fine.
Huh. Okay. Questionable. I'm going over my option, then nothing is good. Sell them. Okay, fair. I think our best bet would be to have this apartment. And not this one. Especially if we're keeping this as like a gym. I don't really need that to look like it's attached to my house. Like this feels more like a separate room to me. Okay, this can be our apartment. I probably won't really be furnishing the ones that are not ours. At least not today. I've been live for 2 hours. I don't know why I'm saying that I'm gonna go move on to the next apartment as if I'm even gonna get close to finishing this one. Like, there's just no way. It wouldn't work. Okay. I need to remember stairs. I think what I want is for the very upstairs to be lofted. But I don't know what to do. I can't click it. Do you need me to do it for you? No, but then you'll hate me. You need to be responsible for your own choices. You can do it, Heather. You've been telling yourself this needs to happen, technically. You just haven't been ready. And now you're ready. I believe in you. Okay. This upstairs can be like... Oh, that's really big. This whole place is really big. See, I think he deserves to have a bedroom that's closed off. Do we put the bedrooms on the ground floor? Maybe. I'm gonna have to learn how to navigate this apartment when I'm playing in it, because the layout of it is gonna be so different than anything I've ever played in before. But maybe that's fun. Okay. Delete this. Okay, well now we've got that trim situation. Okay, what I'm gonna have to do is this. And then we can shift place it on only the outside. Don't know why I didn't just do that in the first place. Because it would have made the whole inside a lot easier to work with. Okay. And then this part. Actually, it can be even smaller, maybe. There we go. Like this. Railing. Like that. And then I only receive the money if both tickets sell. If you sell one, do you not get any money?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Well, I can click an option. They can only buy 2 at a time, or they can purchase 1.
Is it sold out? Then they'll probably both sell. Are people looking for them on Twitter? What's the easiest way to do this? So that you don't get scammed out of your money. Why would, but how does that work? Why is it even possible that they're like, well, if someone only buys 1 ticket, then we just keep the money? That doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. Okay. then this is where the bedrooms are gonna go. You know what? I think this makes a lot more sense than anything we've been doing, so I'm happy with my choices. We can do like kitchen, dining, or kitchen, dining, living room. I don't know what's gonna be upstairs in the lofted area. I guess the living room could even be upstairs, but that's just inconvenient because we have toddlers right now and they're not gonna be... I don't want them to be roaming around on all floors because it's gonna take forever. That's the negative part of having this many floors. It's like everything's gonna take 7 years to get to, but that's okay. Sorry for the grids. I just kind of need them to see where my sim, where like the bedrooms need to go and stuff, size-wise. Seems like people on Twitter are selling them for higher. They'll sell. You could even post on Twitter that you posted them on, because if people are looking for it. You don't use your Twitter that often, but it will be nice to get the attention to it then. I think it will be fine. If people are looking for them on Twitter and they're selling them for higher, then you're not gonna have any problem selling them. Oh god. This can be 1 bedroom. But then... Okay. Loading. That doesn't make any sense. Go back. See, in my head, the parents' bedroom doesn't need to be the biggest, which I know might be a controversial opinion, because it seems everyone always thinks the parents' bedroom should be the biggest, but I feel like parents don't usually hang out in their bedroom and kids do. So in my head, it makes more sense to have like the people who spend a lot of time in their bedroom have the bigger room. So I feel like I always give kids bigger rooms because I'm like, well, you need a desk and a bed and like toys for when you've got friends over, which Sims don't really have friends over, so it's not that relevant for my Sims, but you know, I think it makes sense. How do I split up this room into 2 somewhat even bedrooms? Because this one's bigger. I don't want one of the aliens to feel like they're superior. Because I love my aliens the same. They're equally appreciated, you know? So I can't have them having, like, I don't feel loved complex. See, if this part of the room was cut off, they would feel like the same size. See, this room is just so much bigger. It doesn't feel fair. But making it like this, and the hallway is so big. See, I think like this, they're the same size. Then the bedrooms are so small. And then I've got like way too much hallway, which is just a little bit unnecessary. Okay. Congratulations, your offer has been published successfully. No replies all night. It's okay. I'm proud of you. You did good. It's okay. You okay? We love you, Heather. Everything is going to be fine. You know what? The kids' bedrooms don't have to be together. I don't know. Thinking. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Okay. Okay. I keep saying okay. That's me thinking. I don't know how to make this make more sense. Because I can't do that. The stairs make the most sense to be like this so that you can walk straight up the next one. Okay, the only option that we have, which is honestly not that bad, is to move everything over one tile. And that's honestly probably a better idea anyway, because it makes the upstairs a little bit smaller. And that's good vibes. When you graduate, you manage to get 1975 tickets on their next tour, you'll feel so slayed. True. Imagine the vibes of having a degree and going to a concert. Look, you'd rather have a degree and no concert tickets than not have a degree and have concert tickets. Right? But now this room feels smaller. You know what? I think they're the same size, they're just different shapes. The kids will get over it. They're little creatures, they can't be that sad. Everything is fine. Okay. Now, this place probably needs a bathroom just because having just one bathroom feels like a mistake. Where to put the bathroom? Maybe over here, but then it's like weird, the lofted area, so that doesn't make sense. So it's gonna have to be over here. Okay. It can just be a small bathroom. Like right there. That's fine. I don't really care. Oh, I didn't think about the windows at all. Oh. Well, upstairs it won't be a problem. How is it downstairs? You know what? We can just skip out on that window because that's where the bathroom is. Just doesn't need to be there. Graduation is long-term, concert is short-term. Yeah, concert is very short-term. And you desperately cannot afford to do another year of school over a concert. It's way too expensive. And a lot of time that you'll never get back. It will all be worth it, Heather, I promise. You will not regret this. We can do something else fun that day to make up for it. Something that finishes at a reasonable time. I am regret. You're not regret. Take it back. You don't regret. Everything is fine. You don't feel sad about it. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. No, you're allowed to be upset. But it will be fine. You know what? This is okay. I should try and furnish the place because there is no furniture in here and it's making it sad. Also, this door is ugly and I don't like it. And I might change it. What do we want to do about these doors? Doors? These are windows. I guess just place them wherever we want them. But if I want to put the kitchen on this wall, I'm gonna furnish it and then do windows because I don't really care how the windows look. Frozen the Musical is coming to the Netherlands? Really? When? June? June?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I love Frozen. Frozen's so fun. I love it. Oh my god. Slay. How much are they?
7.
Oh. Well, how much were the tickets for 1975?
6.
Oh, well, that's fine. This is so pretty. Okay, I wanted this. This can go where the kitchen is. So probably over here. Okay. Will Frozen the musical still be in English? Because I refuse to hear Let It Go in Dutch. Well, that's disgusting. Look, I don't know, but something about musical songs being translated is disgusting to me. Why do I have to hear Let It Go in a different language? It's upsetting. I don't want that. I never signed up for this. You know what's even worse, though? In Germany, sorry to the Germans, I'm not trying to attack you directly, but in Germany, they, every single thing ever has, like, voices spoken over it instead of just putting subtitles on it. And it's so odd. I don't like it. It's weird to me. I don't know. They did, like, I don't know. I don't understand. Okay. Toddlers cannot get in bar stools, can they? Probably not. That's really high. But that table is so cool. You know what? The kids will love it when they're not small anymore. Ooh, I like that wood swatch. Does not match with anything we have going on in this kitchen, but that kind of matches. And then which one is the matching color to this? I'm guessing this one, but I can't tell. It looks so good. I love this pack. Little Diga sent me Let It Go in Italian once. It sounded so funny. I watched Frozen for the first time in school, in primary school. That makes me feel so old. So what? I don't know. I don't know if it makes me feel old or young. I'm like, I was in primary school when it came out. But also I'm like, that's so long ago. I'm almost done with uni now. Everything okay? No, I just had an identity crisis. I feel like I just spiraled. I'm like, wait, what's going on? Anyway, I was like 11 and we watched it in school, and obviously 11-year-olds are not expected to understand English. So we watched it in Dutch and I was like, this sucks. The songs are not what I have been listening to. And I was really upset. I was in high school. Yeah, you make it sound like you're so much older than me, but that's just because high school is different in the UK. Loser. I like this kitchen. It looks pretty. This is nice furniture. I never cared for the industrial loft kit because I was like, I don't need this in my life. But it's so nice. It's so beautiful. These cabinets are so ugly. I hate them. Who thought this was a good idea? Where's the counter from? These are base game. They're just like good swatches. Base game, babe. Yeah, they're base game. They're the, they're these ones. Just a good swatch. But I really like them. They're really pretty. Anyway, the cabinets, ugly. Our next door neighbor just brought cake round because it's his daughter's 11-month birthday. Oh. Happy 11-month birthday! Well, I'm jealous of their energy. Kind of iconic. I love them for that. I like that they were like, you know what, we're gonna bring cake around to the neighbors because our daughter is 11 months old now. That's actually really nice, but also kind of odd. I don't know how to feel. It's nice that they were like, here's cake for the neighbors. But it's also like, why? But can't complain about free cake. Besties, to be fair, it's slay. Love that for you. Anyway, I'm proud of us. We're finally getting to the good part of the building, which is actually building. Put this by the door. I don't know. Does this affect like the heating in the entire building? I don't actually know how that works for apartments, but I guess we'll find out. I should really build a restaurant at some point. This could be so fun. Still not built a restaurant since getting Dine Out. I've had too many other building ideas. Okay, well, the colors on this are a bit much. I like that it lights up underneath though, that's nice. I never know how high up to put this thing. I guess that works. That matches with the metals on this. So that velvet cake of nuts almonds. I think it's chocolate cake. Ordered at a cafe once and it tasted like nuts, so I just ate it and sat there like, might die soon. I don't know, we'll find out. Oh my god, at one point when Uta was here, was it banana bread?
Yeah.
You were like, oh, there's nuts in this. We were like, yeah, don't eat that. What do you mean? There's nuts in there. And you were like, no, it's fine. I'm gonna be fine. And we were just like, okay, if you say so. Oops. Raid recommendation when you're finished. Oh, let's go. Yeah. Do you want me to end? Is that what you're trying to say? Are you bored? Is that what you want? Yeah, okay, well, that's a little bit rude. Do you want to lose your mod badge again? There's probably someone else who'll want it. That's all I'm saying. Someone will take it. Please, no. Well, apologize. I wanted to put a light up here, but I can't do that, can I? Because I can't really. Okay, anyway. Ooh, wow. What I want is the industrial dangly lights. And then put them above. But then they hang down really low because I put these ones. I don't know where this table is. Okay, it is right there. What an odd spot to put them in. I'll be honest. Makes no sense. I think that's right though. That's fine. They're very high above the table, which doesn't really make any sense, but that's good. I like it. Okay, put this by the sink. I want it to still be a man cave, but now that he's a dad, I'm like, he would have a more organized man cave. Except now it's messy with toys. And he's realized maybe I need to take care of myself. But only a little bit. You guys need to remind me that this still needs to be a man cave. Can you do that? Because I will forget, and then it's gonna get too nice in here. This is aliens and a man who wasn't planning on having any children. Okay? The standards are not high. Maybe we need a coffee machine. I don't want to have a coffee machine, but I feel like he would. Should we get a dishwasher? I don't understand why this exists. It's like a half dishwasher, but it doesn't fit in the corner pieces. So then why does it look like that? It's just ugly. Same with this one. What's the reason? Oh, mayonnaise carrot cake's so good. Anyway, it's so soft and squishy, it's perfect cake to icing ratio. I want carrot cake from Albert Heijn so bad. Because it's so good. Should we get them a pizza oven? Unnecessary, but kind of fun. Or a waffle iron. I was getting a coffee machine and got sidetracked. Just a plain coffee machine. I don't need a fancy one. Anyway, I never got myself a treat after being really annoyed on Monday that I failed my project. So I do still owe myself a treat, but my treat will be pancakes for Sunday's breakfast. I'm buying myself banana pancakes as a treat. Because that's what I deserve. What do I put in this man's kitchen? I know that he wouldn't have any plants, but it would look so much cuter if he did have plants. What if he's learning? What if he's growing as a person? So that I can decorate his cute little house. Do we believe in character development for this man? He's had 2 kids now. They're growing up fast. Maybe he is also growing up fast. And he's finally learned that maybe he needs to decorate his house. Ooh, should I use this thing? That's kind of fun. That's in a really nice picture of us. It's a nice picture, to be honest, but it's like, what are we doing? Without context. It's the picture of our escape room that we did for my sister's birthday. To be honest, it looks fun. It's a good picture.
Your dad is tall.
My dad is tall. You're just short as well. Anyway, for the escape room, we all had to wear like lab coats, so we look really ridiculous. But it is a good picture. Thanks. Oh, this is fun. Fancy. Can we pretend that this place came somewhat furnished already? So that I don't have to worry about anyone else. Also, I'm considering only furnishing this on stream and leaving the other ones for off stream. Like, I'll just do the rest off stream and then we can finish this on Sunday. Because I'm gonna lose my mind if I have to do this all on stream, because it will take like 7 hours. Is that okay? Because I think it will take too long if I keep talking. Also, maybe we need some of this. They're like working hard in the kitchen, making their own pizza. The bread bin. This is cute. Okay. Very nice. Beautiful. Anyway, I don't want you to feel cheated on if I do part of this build off stream. I just feel like it will be better for all of us. Is there no light in here? Why? Okay, put that away. Oh, it's kind of dark in here. This wall needs some decor. This place also needs, like, kids' toys everywhere. It needs more chaos, I think. But there's no space for chaos yet. Also, what is up with the spooky music? Is this vampires music? Why? What kind of door? I guess maybe just, like, this door. That's probably the nicest one. Which color brown? I don't know why I'm matching it to the kitchen, as if that's like the best thing to color match with. Okay, beautiful. We don't need any more doors. Did you notice I didn't go to bed at 10 p.m. by the way? Are you proud? I don't know if I'm proud. Should I be proud? Or should you be sleeping? Are you proud? I think place some columns inside. So I feel the need to ship house in here. Let's go. The best way to live. Oh, okay. This trim might need to be a little bit thicker to make those columns work. I just feel like it makes more sense to have columns, but the placement of the columns is not the most amazing. Same with downstairs. I also feel like we need columns down here, but... And I feel like we're gonna have like one column, or two, but... Realistically, do I want a column to be right there when that's like the only walking space? Not really. Don't need columns. It's fine. I could just put one column in like the middle of the room, but I feel like that's just weird and a little bit unnecessary. Or, okay, I have an idea. What if I do this? Right. And then we use one of the doors from the industrial loft kit. I don't know, maybe this one so that it's more open, because this one is like very closed off. But that's kind of cool, in my opinion. I don't know, the kitchen area is like ginormous for no reason, but it does look cool. Okay. I love the little Sims clicky noises. It's so good. That's why I like editing them into my, like leaving them edited in instead of muting the thing when I do the speed builds. Because I love the sound of it just like clicking. It's so nice. I could put the little kids' playhouse in this corner, possibly. That fits there so well. Oh, I'll make it space themed because they came from space. It can be their little home corner. Also, why does the quality of this look so crusty? What's up with that? Anyway. Give it fairy lights? The thing? How? Oh. Which fairy lights? The ones from Parenthood? I thought they'd be in this, but they're not. I feel like I should just get a bunch of Parenthood stuff out so that I don't forget to use it. So maybe that's a good idea. Because I want, like, a bunch of random kids stuff to be around the place. Do we want a family bulletin board? I don't use this item. I like having it, but... What? Kind of want more windows in here, but that's just a little bit tight. I guess I could... Okay. Thinking. The kitchen is quite big, so it doesn't really need to be. Could be like this, and then... The windows don't have to look good from the outside. I don't really care, so it's all about what I like on the inside of the house. Which means this is fine. Anyway. Back to Parenthood. Because they also have like a toy chest and stuff, and I want those things. Like, I want this in the living room to show that this is a house with kids. I also need to remember I want this object, so I want to start placing multiple of them in the house already so that I don't forget to use it. Oh, here we go. Fairy lights. Put some up in the back there.
Is that fair?
No, because fairy lights are not a fire hazard. What year are you in? Fairy lights are not dangerous. They're like LED lights now. I don't know. Oh my god, I'm in the basement. Okay. No more parenthood. Not important anymore. See, the thing is, we currently have toddlers. Which, just, there's not that much stuff for toddlers to make this place look more childlike. Like, for kids, they have, like, all kinds of things they can do. I don't think toddlers have a lot of activities. Also, I noticed something that kind of upset me. Every single sofa in this game is posed the exact same. Why is the industrial loft kit one at such a weird angle? What's the reason? Why is it posed like this? All of these are at the exact same, like, tilt to the camera. This one is from, like, high up and far away. After getting infants, I find toddlers so boring. Serve. See, but I find infants too hard. I don't find infants fun because they're too stressful. I think I would enjoy infants if I wasn't streaming, but I'm doing so many things already while I'm streaming that I'm like, I can't keep up. Like, I don't know how to do everything that infants need from me, and also, like, talk to my stream at the same time. It's just too much. I get way too distracted. And then everything turns out bad. Okay, let's not have a white sofa when we have literal children. That's a really bad idea. Because they're gonna ruin everything. I kind of want the fuzzy rug. I know that I'm making this really nice, but like I said, I'd like to think that this place was already somewhat furnished. So that it's not all on him to make this place look like a man cave. His bedroom can still be a man cave, but he's trying to do a good job for the kids. Okay? Oh, my toy has disappeared. This toy chest is so obnoxiously large, but I kind of like that about it. That's kind of my favorite part. Okay. Beautiful. And then TV. Sofa energy is off. Why? Why is she in the middle? What do you mean? Well, how do you want her to be? Like this and then put the TV in the middle? Do you? But putting the TV in the middle of the room, someone's gonna walk into it.
In the corner, then.
The TV in the corner or the sofa in the corner?
The TV where the toy chest is and the sofa where the window is.
But
Yeah.
that doesn't make sense. This is glass.
What?
You want the TV to be like in the corner and then they're watching like sideways?
Every TV's in the corner.
But it looks better centered with the sofa. I don't know how to feel about this, Heather. This thing comes in such horrible swatches. Oh my god, who made this? I love this thing. Let her serve. I love this pack, but the swatches on things are not good. Why is there not a good black swatch? It doesn't make any sense to me. Give me industrial. Okay, move the toys. But then, you want it to be like this.
Yeah, and then the sofa.
This feels off. You don't think the vibes of this are off?
Well, he can be more in front of the window. and the plant to his right is left.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you sure? But now it's like slightly off center. It's even worse.
The sofa needs to be on the wall though.
But that's so far away. Why does it need to be against the wall? Oh my god.
You get square eyes.
What do you mean? In my house it's not against the wall.
Yeah, you have a reason because yours is a walkway.
To where?
The kitchen, the stairs.
The kitchen?
How do you get to the kitchen?
Yeah, the kitchen is...
The kitchen?
Look, the kitchen's right there, not behind the sofa.
No, in your house.
Yeah. Not behind the sofa. When are you walking behind me?
How do you get to the kitchen?
Through the door next to the TV.
Yeah, and how do you get out of the kitchen and upstairs?
This way.
You go behind the sofa.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You go past it.
I'm behind it. Have you been in your house?
Yes.
Your house at home?
Yeah.
Where your parents live?
Yes.
Behind?
I've been there. Yeah, I lived there for a very long
Behind the
time.
sofa is a walkway.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, but what?
You're not walking, like, around.
Are you doing it?
Yogurt cups are too small. I agree.
Which ones?
I don't know all of them. Anyway, I've been out of my heyday era for a very long time. This is unnecessary. It doesn't need to be like this. The vibes are off. We buy Go-Gurts and buckets. Show us our Go-Gurt buckets. She giggles. This is our yogurt bucket. It's nice this way. I trust this more because it closes all the way. Okay, put that away. You're gonna spill it everywhere. Everyone agrees. Good to know. Why did you contribute channel points to this? I have strong feelings about this. I see. Heather, I don't like how you've made me change this.
Yeah, because you've not put it back against the wall, that's what's wrong.
No, but that makes it worse. Now it's way too far. How are we meant to see? Heather, this is an unnecessary amount of space. And it looks better when it's on the rug. Oh god. Everything is wrong about this. Also, why does this thing have a wheel? Singular. Can it not have two wheels? Why is it trying to be fancy? My TV's gonna fall off. I don't trust it. Anyway. I have strong feelings about this room. It's weird. We don't have curtains in here though. But fine. Also, yogurt bucket sounds good. But way too much for one human person. Well, you don't eat it all at once, do you? You have it, like, over time. And because it's in a bucket, it closes and it stays good. I am 2 tablespoon gal. I think 3 tablespoons is better. I wanted to put, like, stuff in here, but now this space is a lot smaller than I thought. Don't test my abilities. Should we put the TV upstairs? Oh, but you might want to close off the room that makes noise. I like how this looks, you know. What are you laughing at? You egg? Are you clipping yourself swinging a bucket into the chair? To be honest, I make most of my clips myself because I think I'm really funny, so I can't really judge, can I? I should take more pictures of my Sims and put them up here. It would make me happy. Put some pictures of our little alien in the kitchen. Add oats and chocolate balls and honey on top. Yum! Okay. Thinking thoughts right now. Industrial loft kit. We'll have to make this place messier. Why does it feel like nothing came with this kit? Now that I'm looking at it like this, I'm like, where's the stuff? This is the reality of kits, okay? You look at it and you're like, wait, where is everything? I swear there was more. There wasn't more. This is just what it is. Oh well. Don't know why we have bushes in the house, but it's cozy, I guess. I love the idea of this, but like, where? Oh, I guess up here would make sense, because it's the top floor. And I've heard of there being problems with this, so it can't break if there's nothing underneath it. Another great part of this. I don't know where this is, like, meant to go. Do I just, like, make it go into the walls? I don't know. Like this? I don't know. Don't want to chew yogurt. If I wanted to chew it, I'd eat something else. Chewing makes it last longer. But my worst enemy is croutons. Valid. Honestly. I get it. I said you said chocolate balls in the corner you fold over. I was never allowed to buy those. When every time I was allowed to pick dessert, I was like, Mom, can we please buy this one? And then every once in a while she'd be like, fine. And it would be the best day of my life. I would get so excited. It's the little things. I'd be like, oh my god, this is the best treat of my life. It's not even that interesting, it's just yogurt with like sprinkles. But I was like, this is incredible. This is the best day of my life. Everything is better. Soup is common, crouton is not. It hurt my mouth and I didn't want a hard piece of bread in my soup. Once, we went on a school trip and we got fed soup. And the soup, I'm not a soup girl anyway. I nearly said soup goose. Not a soup goose either. But I'm not a soup girl in the first place. They gave us soup that tasted like melted butter. And then the croutons in it were like this big. They were like chunks of bread. But the outside was like soft bread. Because it had been sitting in the soup for so long. And the inside was like, you know, crouton-like. And it was horrible. And I will think about that soup in a bad way forever. Every time someone brings up croutons, I'm like, I have thoughts. And I'm upset. Oh, wait, I need to remember that we do have an animal. Zealith. What does? The three genders, male, female, and goose? Oh, soup. Because we have soup in Zealith. I get it now. I'm sorry. I'm not the smartest person you'll ever meet. I'm hopefully also not the dumbest person you'll ever meet. But I can't say. Okay, we have big dog. Dog is no longer small, so we're gonna have to find a space for its bed. I think this is the pet bed that we always had. But now we have a different dog, so then do we change the pet bed? Or is that rude? Well, none of the dogs look like it anyway, so we can just keep this one. And then dog can sleep up here. Very cute. You know what? It's coming together. I think we're gonna be fine. I'll send you a pic tomorrow. Of what? I don't keep up with anything. Of you dipping bread in things? Gross. I've learned British people love to eat bread with everything. Like, no matter what. The stairs are death to a toddler? No, they're not. They've got a fence.
They can go through.
So? They won't. I had stairs like this in my house and I've never died. They don't even have a railing on them. And I've never died.
How'd you get that scar?
That was different stairs in a different house. The only time I've fallen down the stairs was at a different house. So, none of your business, actually. It's not my stairs with no railing. My house, my parents' house, they only have railing against the wall, but the stairs are like open to the world on this side, and that side has just no railing. So, Heather is for some reason really scared that she's gonna die on them.
You just said the reason.
You're not gonna fly off the edge. It's not that deep. You're not gonna fall. Calm down. Why are they in the wrong order? Slippy wooden stairs, no handle. They have gaps in between. It's not that bad. I lived there for like 10 plus years, and I'm a very clumsy person, and I never fell down them. I don't think anyone's ever fallen down them. So, it's fine. The cats are the problem, though, because Curry will get in your feet.
Did you start running?
That's Curry, though, because he's an idiot. Because he's a silly boy. And he's not aware that he's being a problem, and then he gets in your way. And it's actually a real inconvenience to everyone. But he doesn't know that. He doesn't know he's being an inconvenience to everyone. You can't be nice. You can't be mean to him. He doesn't know. We went to like framed posters instead, you know? Now he's a classy man. Where's the shirt we had before? I don't know. I thought we had a blue one, but this...
I think it was from the
Oh,
kids' room pack.
It was from the kids' room pack. That makes more sense. Whoa! Wine! Or something. I don't think that's actually a wine glass. A drink. Also, breakfast! Yum! Let's put a picture of pancakes and bacon in the living room. Just 'cause, why not? What's stopping us, you know? Oh, blue for my little blue alien children. Where do I put this? No idea. It's not that nice. Maybe it can go in the hallway downstairs. Just 'cause. I'm happy that this place is slowly coming together. It's making me feel better about this. Whoa, what's this? It's kind of nice. Not the vibe for this specific place, but it is cool. Whoa. Whoa. I don't understand why the big ones come before the smaller ones, but I don't know. I don't make The Sims, so I will never understand the choices that they make. See, this one is so nice. But would we have this? I don't know. But they're so cool. He's grown now, he's a mature father. Yeah, exactly. He is a mature father. He does still need some, like, chaotic items. Just don't know what they're gonna be yet. We need to look in basement treasures. See if we can find him some junk that he's hiding in this house. You know? Like, we can put some boxes behind the sofa. Of, like, random stuff he never felt like unpacking, so he just hid it. That makes sense to me. I don't know. We have the records, but we don't have a record player because that's in a kit I don't have anymore. So that's fine. What should we put on the walls? Because he needs something. Part of me kind of wants to add the clock back in because we had a silly little clock. And I kind of thought it was funny that he had no decor in his house, but he did own a clock. I never would have thought about owning a clock. I never would have bought one if Heather didn't want one. When you moved into your apartment, you needed a clock. And then it was really annoying that it ticked all night. Yeah, but you have a phone on you at all times. So I never would have thought about buying a clock. It is nice. Our clock is constantly at least 5 minutes ahead. So you actually don't know the time when you look at the clock in our apartment. Because it's 100% wrong. All the time. But we're aware of that. So it doesn't really make a difference to us. But if you're ever here, don't know why you would be, but don't panic. The clock isn't right. Time isn't real. Don't worry. This is too high on the walls. That too. All of these mirrors are too high on the walls. Does make me panic enough to get ready on time, me when I lie. Yeah, we already know that it's not right, so it doesn't really work anymore. The effect was like, it all worked for like, I don't know, a short amount of time. Now it's just not really that effective. We're very aware that it's wrong, you know? But maybe that's a good thing. I'm never someone who's late though. You might think that I am because I'm late to stream, but if I have places to be, I will be on time. Does the clock run on a battery? Yeah, it does. We just put ours behind on purpose. It's not like it didn't get behind. We just put it behind because we were like, well, if it's behind, we can never be late. And then we just purposefully put it behind every time we adjust the time. Every time the clocks change, I have to be like, okay, what's the time? Because I need to make sure that we have the same gap in between so that we don't accidentally put it 3 minutes instead of 5, because that's when mistakes happen. Because in your head, you're like, oh, I've got loads of time, and then there is not loads of time. Because there was never that many minutes. So we have to be careful that everything is right. I don't like that painting, actually, but I don't know what else to put there. I like this room a lot. So I'm happy with this. I'm not happy about the front door, though. I think the white trim on it doesn't look right. Now what? Oh, it's 10:15? No one tells me anything. Since when is it this late? Probably, you either didn't notice or you're like, Mika's running overtime. This is great. It reminds me of like, you know when you're a child and you're sat downstairs in silence, like hoping that your parents don't notice that it's past your bedtime. You're just trying to be really quiet so they don't notice that you're still there. Didn't notice because you restarted the stream. True. I'm just having so much fun. I love this game. I'm getting into it now. Ooh. I don't know what door is a good front door. This is too hard. Because apartment front doors are kind of just like, a door. But that's so boring. I don't want it to just be a door. We could put double doors, but there's really no space for that. I have to get on a work call. And there have been too many of those lately. I hate calls. Calling people is so not good vibes. I don't like it. It's not fun. Your stream starts at 12 noon in my time zone. I could set my watch to your go live notice. You're the most punctual streamer I follow. You're only ever late by Dutch standards. True. I'm not late that often. I just feel like I've been late. Every time I'm late, I'm very aware that I'm late. I do feel like I'm on time most of the time. Except last week when I was 20 minutes late and then my stream wouldn't start and then I was 40 minutes late and I was like, oh, this is quite upsetting. I wish that this didn't happen to me. But everything got fixed, so it was all good. And I had a whole team cheering for me at the sidelines. Everyone being like, yeah, you fixed it! And I'm like, yeah, I did absolutely nothing, but it's working now. I feel like I need to just put one of these or something, but I don't know how I feel about a glass front door. But also, it's The Sims. So it's not like Sims feel watched through their front door. So does it matter? Not really. And it does look quite nice.
No. No.
Okay, no, you don't like it. Okay, whatever. You're so mean, Heather. What do you want then? You pick a front door.
The eco lifestyle.
I'm not listening to your opinions anymore. You want to ruin my build?
You asked me.
Yeah, but the eco lifestyle one is not nice. You want this?
Yes, it is. No, obviously not.
What do you want then?
The nicer one.
Which one?
Not that one. Yeah, that one.
I'm gonna throw rocks at your
In a
head.
nice
This door is so weird.
It has nice colour. No, it has nice colours.
But it opens weird because
No,
the
it has
hinges of it are like right there, so it opens like...
What? It what?
It opens weird.
Oh.
The hinges are not here, it like opens from here.
Oh.
So like there's a hole here as well when the door opens. Anyway.
Change the colour, please.
To what? Blue! Are you sure that the colors are better? What are you talking about? Okay, fine. We'll keep this door. If that's what your little heart desires, you can have this door. Where do I put this thermostat thing? There's no wall space. Who designed this house? Also, this clock does not make any sense where it is. But where does it go then? I guess by the TV. I don't really care. And Heather's munching on chocolate and I'm jealous, but I need to find a space for everything that's currently in the house or I'm gonna get upset. Oh. Okay, well... they all need their doors removed. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, we'll come back to this. Heather noises! Okay, move this. The lighting here is less good than I thought it was. This is gonna be such an ugly thumbnail. It's a square! Whatever. Doesn't even matter. I don't even care. Maybe I'll take a picture of the inside. That will look better. We can have like a little split screen moment. Do not make that the thumbnail, please. Yeah, no one will click on that. I'm aware. See, the house isn't furnished enough to actually be able to use any of this. But like, oh, this is fine. Maybe I'll just take some random screenshots from the inside to use. It does look good. It's a good looking house. The outside of it just needs some work. Realistically, it needs some help. But I think we're okay. Anyway. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm so happy that we restarted, because if I was still working on that stupid tiny build from earlier, I would have probably thrown my laptop out the window. Need something on his roof? I know, but that's not a now problem. I gave up on the outside because we were gonna go work on the inside. I know it looks like a box, because the top of it is literally a rectangle. What's your problem? He looks bald. That's mean. What's wrong with that? The alien satellite dish in the room. Oh, I forgot about all the alien stuff. Okay. Don't let me forget that we need all of the alien stuff. I've kind of been mentally ignoring that we have aliens for some reason, even though that's like the most important part of the Let's Play. But that's fine. The alien stuff can all go on our loft to be creepy and scare off the people. Oh yeah, does anyone have any more book suggestions? Send it in the book channel. Also, Kath, where was your raid suggestion? Hand it over. Hand it over. There we go. Okay. Susie taught me how to crochet. Oh my god. That's wild. What is she up to? Potatoes? What is this? Oh, I didn't fix the raid command yet. It's fine. You have time, because I've not started the raid yet. You've got time to figure it out. I need to actually change the command to say something different. I don't know if I'm ready to let go of the "you are loved" yet. So part of me is like, do I keep that in? But then I'm like, are you loved and lobstered? Can you be both at the same time? Also, my laptop's lagging. Ooh. I'm trying to open Task Manager to close things, but now Task Manager is starting to crash the place. Can we not? Please. I don't know what's going on. Oh god. Okay. Exit. Oh. Encoding overload! I'm not doing anything! Please!
Maybe it's all the
HP support assistant. Guys, calm down with the lobsters, please! The lobsters are killing my laptop. Send help! Lobster overload! Lobster overload! Calm down, children. We cannot raid if the stream does not work. Understood? Thank you for the follow. Okay. Anyway, it's working. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. We'll finish the build on Thursday. Same time as always. And then, we'll continue playing after. I think I will probably work on the build off stream, but not work on our apartment. I'll just work on the other apartments and like, I don't know. Then I don't have to worry about that. What message are we actually going with? I don't know. Currently the raid button isn't even visible for me, so I can't even send the raid at the moment. So, I don't know. I can't really scroll through my own chat. Maybe putting animated emotes in my raid message is a bad idea. Because my stream's gonna start crashing at the end of stream. Oh no. I don't know what's happening. Is the raid starting? I can't tell. Okay. Hold on. I'm just trying to get my raid message. Maybe the lobster raid is a bad idea. I can't do anything in my own chat, guys. Oh no. Don't. Okay. You guys figure out the raid messages by yourself. Let's all go say hi. It's gonna be fun. You are loved and lobster. Thanks. Maybe no dancing lobsters. Goodbye.